To imagine you're standing on a deserted street at dusk, watching a thug intimidate a lone passerby. Your heart races, urging you to act, but fear whispers to stay back. Now picture a man stepping out of the shadows, tall, unyielding, eyes like steel. He doesn't hesitate. He moves with purpose, dismantling the threat with calm precision. That's Jack Reacher, the drifter who doesn't just fight. He embodies a raw, unfiltered pursuit of justice and courage that challenges everything you thought you knew about right and wrong. Want to uncover the profound truths Reacher reveals about standing up in a world that often looks the other way? Stick with me, because we're diving deep into what Jack Reacher teaches us about justice and courage, truths everyone should know to navigate life's battles with unwavering resolve. Before we start, hit that subscribe button, smash the like and drop a comment. What's one moment you wish you'd had Reacher's courage? Let's dive in. Jack Reacher, the ex-military loner from Lee Child's novels, isn't just a tough guy with a knack for breaking bones. He's a living manifesto of what it means to pursue justice and embody courage in a world riddled with corruption, apathy, and moral gray zones. Reacher doesn't follow society's playbook. He writes his own, exposing truths about standing for what's right and facing fear head-on that resonate far beyond fiction. Today, we're unpacking 5 transformative revelations Reacher offers about justice and courage. Justice demands action. Courage thrives in solitude. Systems betray the just. Fear is a choice, and true justice carries a cost. Each one's a lens to see the world clearer and live bolder, with practical steps to apply them in your life. Let's start with Revelation 1. Justice demands action, not words. Reacher doesn't debate justice. He delivers it. In Killing Floor, he's framed for murder in a corrupt town, but doesn't wait for lawyers or hope for fairness. He digs for truth and takes down the guilty with relentless precision. This is Reacher's first lesson. Justice isn't a concept to discuss over coffee. It's a call to act, even when it's risky. Most people see wrong, a bully at work, a scam targeting the vulnerable, and think, someone should do something. Reacher is that someone. His actions scream that justice only exists when you make it real. You can start this today. Next time you witness an injustice, however small, someone being unfairly blamed, a lie going unchecked, take one concrete step. Speak up, ask a question, or offer support. Studies show taking action, even minor, boosts moral confidence by 25%. Reacher's justice is kinetic. Yours can be too. Action also means decisiveness. Reacher doesn't waver. In Echo Burning, he protects an abused woman, acting swiftly when others hesitate. You can practice this by cutting through indecision in your own fights for right. Facing a moral dilemma, like calling out a friend's bad behavior, make a choice and act within 24 hours. Write down your reasoning to stay focused. Reacher's decisiveness stems from clarity, knowing what's right and moving toward it. Try this. Pick one small justice issue this week and act on it, no delays. Psychology research shows quick decisions in moral contexts build long-term resolve. That's Reacher's active justice in your hands. Another angle, action over perfection. Reacher doesn't need a flawless plan. He improvises. In The Hard Way, he tracks a kidnapper with scraps of intel, acting on what he knows rather than waiting for certainty. You don't need all the answers to fight for justice. Frustrated by a workplace policy hurting someone? Propose a fix, even if it's rough. Try this. Identify one wrong in your world and take one imperfect step toward it. Maybe a suggestion or a conversation. Reacher's lesson is that action, not perfection, drives justice forward. Let's move to Revelation 2. Courage thrives in solitude. Reacher's a lone wolf, facing threats without backup. In one shot, he unravels a sniper's conspiracy alone, relying on his own grit when allies are nowhere. This isn't just plot, it's a profound truth. Real courage often means standing alone, trusting your convictions when no one else does. Society pushes conformity. Go along, don't rock the boat. But Reacher's courage shines brightest when he's isolated. You can build this solitary strength. Next time you face peer pressure, say to ignore a wrong or follow a crowd, pause and ask, What do I believe is right? Act on that even if it's unpopular. Studies show standing alone on principle boosts self-esteem by 20%. Reacher's solitude isn't weakness, it's power. Solitude also means self-reliance. Reacher doesn't need validation, he trusts his instincts. In bad luck and trouble, he avenges a friend's death guided by his own moral compass, not others' opinions. You can practice this by making one bold choice this week without seeking approval, maybe confronting a minor injustice, or taking a risk others doubt. Write down why you're confident in your call. Reacher's courage thrives because he's his own anchor. Yours can too. Neuroscience backs this. Independent decisions strengthen neural pathways for resilience. Try it. Act alone on one conviction and feel the freedom. Another facet. Solitude builds clarity. Reacher's lack of ties, no family, no job, lets him see situations without bias. In Die Trying, he's kidnapped, but stays focused, unclouded by personal stakes. You can mimic this by carving out solo time to reflect on what's right. Spend 10 minutes daily, no distractions, thinking about a justice issue in your life. Journal. Your thoughts. Reacher's solitary courage comes from knowing his purpose. Yours can grow the same way. Try this. Commit to one reflective session this week and see how it sharpens your resolve. Revelation 3. Systems betray the just. Reacher's no fan of institutions, cops, courts, or corporations because they often shield the guilty and fail the innocent. In Never Go Back, he exposes a military cover-up that would have ruined an honest soldier, proving systems prioritize power over justice. This is a gut-punch truth. The mechanisms we trust, laws, HR, governments, can betray those seeking right. Reacher's response is to bypass them, acting directly to deliver justice. You can adopt this skepticism. Next time you're dealing with a system, say a bureaucratic delay or unfair policy, don't assume it'll self-correct. Dig deeper. Ask who benefits from the status quo. Try this. Question one system this week, like a workplace rule, and note its flaws. Critical thinking. Studies show questioning assumptions reduces blind trust by 30%. Reacher's distrust isn't cynicism, it's clarity. Bypassing systems also means finding workarounds. Reacher doesn't wait for permission. In The Affair, he uncovers army corruption by going rogue, using his own channels to get answers. You can do this on a smaller scale. Stuck in red tape? Find a side path, maybe a direct contact or a creative fix. Try this. Face one system obstacle this week and brainstorm one workaround like Reacher would. His courage lies in defying broken systems. Yours can start with small rebellions. Another angle. Systems breed complacency. Reacher sees how people rely on institutions to handle justice, letting wrongs fester. In Make Me, he shakes a town out of apathy, forcing them to face their complicity in a crime ring. You can fight complacency by refusing to outsource justice. See something wrong? Don't assume they'll fix it. Take one step yourself, report it, challenge it, or help the victim. Try this. Act on one issue this week you'd normally leave to the system. Reacher's lesson is that systems betray when you lean on them too hard. Quick check-in. Are Reacher's revelations hitting home? If his truths about justice and courage are sparking something, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't and comment. Which revelation's resonating most? Your support keeps this content alive, so let's keep the fire burning. Revelation 4. Fear is a choice. Reacher faces death regularly, gunfights, ambushes, conspiracies, but never lets fear dictate his moves. In 61 hours, he's trapped in a blizzard, hunted by a cartel yet stays calm, choosing action over panic. This isn't fearlessness, it's a conscious decision to master fear, a truth that redefines courage. Most people let fear, failure, rejection, danger steer them away from justice. Reacher chooses to act despite it. You can start this now. Pick one fear holding you back from doing right, maybe speaking out or taking a risk, and face it with one small step. Studies show gradual exposure to fears reduces anxiety by 25%. Reacher's courage is a choice. Yours can be too. Mastering fear also means reframing it. Reacher sees fear as fuel, sharpening his focus. In Persuader, he infiltrates a crime lord's operation, using fear to heighten his senses. You can reframe fear in your battles. Nervous about confronting a wrong? See it as energy to act sharper. Try this. Next time fear hits, write down how it could make you more alert or driven. Cognitive behavioral research shows reframing emotions boosts performance by 15%. Reacher's choice to harness fear makes him unstoppable. You can channel it the same way. Another layer. Preparation kills fear. Reacher's courage isn't blind. He's ready. In Running Blind, he faces a serial killer, but stays cool because he's studied the threat. You can prepare for your fears. Scared of speaking up? Rehearse your words. Worried about failing? Plan a fallback. Try this. Pick one fear-driven scenario this week and prep one countermeasure. Reacher's choice to face fear comes from readiness. Yours can too. Studies show preparation cuts fear response by 20%. That's the edge Reacher lives by. Revelation 5. True justice carries a cost. Reacher's pursuit of right isn't free. It costs him comfort, safety, and connections. In the Midnight line, he risks his life to return a veteran's stolen ring, gaining nothing but bruises. This is a stark truth. Real justice demands sacrifice, whether it's time, peace, or popularity. Most shy away, unwilling to pay. Reacher embraces the cost. Proving courage is measured by what you're willing to lose. You can live this. Next time you see a chance to do right, like helping someone or calling out a lie, weigh the cost and act anyway. Try this. Take one action this week that costs you something small, time, effort, or comfort, for justice's sake. Studies show altruistic acts boost life satisfaction by 20%. Reacher's cost is his badge of courage. Yours can be too. The cost also includes isolation. Reacher's justice makes him a pariah, hunted by cops, shunned by systems. In A Wanted, man, he's on the run but keeps fighting, accepting solitude as the price of right. You might face this. Standing up can alienate allies or invite pushback. Embrace it like Reacher. Try this. Stand firm on one principle this week, even if it risks disapproval. Note how it feels. Reacher's courage accepts isolation. Yours can grow stronger for it. Another angle, the cost to others. Reacher's justice sometimes leaves collateral damage, disrupted towns, broken lives. In past tense, his fight against a family's secrets upends a community. True justice isn't clean. It can hurt those you aim to help. You can mitigate this. Before acting for right, consider who else might be affected. Try this. In one justice-driven action this week, plan one way to minimize harm to others. Reacher's cost is heavy, but his courage lies in bearing it. Let's tie it together. Reacher's revelations, justice demands action. Courage thrives in solitude. Systems betray the just. Fear is a choice, and true justice carries a cost. Aren't just his story. They're a guide to living with purpose in a world that tests your spine. Here's a 48-hour challenge. Pick one revelation and apply it. Act on a small injustice. Stand alone on a conviction. Question a system, face a fear, or pay a cost for what's right. Reacher's truths are forged in action. Make them yours. Write down your plan and track the results. Why does this matter? Life's full of moments that demand justice and courage. Workplace wrongs, personal betrayals, or societal failures. Reacher's lessons equip you to face them, not with reckless bravado, but with clear-eyed resolve. Whether it's standing up to a toxic boss, helping a stranger, or breaking free from fear, these truths make you stronger, sharper, and truer to what's right. They're not for drifters alone. They're for anyone who wants to live with integrity. One final story to lock it in. In Blue Moon, Reacher takes on rival gangs to save an elderly couple from financial ruin. He acts decisively, stands alone, defies corrupt systems, masters fear, and pays a brutal cost: blood, solitude, and no reward. His justice and courage save lives but leave scars. Your battles, big or small, carry the same stakes. Embrace Reacher's revelations, and you'll face them with his unyielding strength. Last call to action. If Reacher's truths have ignited something in you, smash that subscribe button, hit like and comment, which revelation are you living this week? Your engagement fuels content like this, so let's keep it rolling. Thanks for diving into Reacher's world with me. Now go out there, fight for justice, and stand with courage. Catch you next time.